Good evening, everyone. Welcome into CUTV Sports 1. It's a big rivalry matchup tonight between your CalU Vulcans and the IUP Crimson Hawks. I'm Trevor Gattelis. Alongside me, Nolan Beislein for tonight's broadcast. Nolan, we have the best game of the season for CalU and the CalU fans on our hands here tonight.
Yeah, great matchup between these two teams. Wouldn't want to do it with anybody else other than UTK, but two teams coming in hot, and CalU going to look to knock off number 4 IUP.
Of course, they're coming off a loss last time these two teams met earlier in the year on January 18th up at IUP. Of course, that's a hostile environment to play up there at IUP, almost feeling like a D1 arena up there at IUP. But it's hard to play in. But either way, CalU coming off 3 straight wins after they had that 3-game losing streak. They're hoping to keep that going here tonight.
Yeah, CalU coming off that 3-game losing streak, but back onto a 3-game winning streak, and really being led right now by Shauna Harrison, back-to-back weeks as defensive player for the PSAC, as well as averaging double-doubles in the last 3 games as well, so really stepping up her play late.
And, of course, with Monica Burns out again today, we're going to see a lot more of Shauna Harrison in this game, as well as Hallie Harrington, who's filling in for her at that 2 spot. And it's been a lot of versatility between these two teams. Every player on the court just seems to be able to get it done when they can. And, if you're CalU defensively, playing against a team like that has that ability to make every player score, how do you combat against that?
CalU just really has to almost play a tight defense. Both IUP players, for their top 2 players, lead the PSAC in 3-point shooting with over 110 so far made this season alone. So CalU tight defense can shut them down tonight.
And, of course, looking forward to a great matchup on our hands here today. Of course, tonight, honoring here at CalU is the Wounded Warrior Project. A lot of proceeds tonight go towards the Wounded Warrior Project. Of course, as you can see, which we will show you, we'll be pausing for the anthem here in a second, as we have a large flag going to be at center court for tonight's national anthem to kick this one off. Again, all sponsoring tonight the Wounded Warrior Project for this evening's game between these two teams, men's and women's, all going to the Wounded Warrior Project. So thank you to all of the men and women serving in our military overseas or here at home. Thank you for your service.
It's great to see both teams, both the men's and women's team, come together, hold this flag, as all the respect as everybody stands up for this national anthem. So it's great to see the sportsmanship and pride that all these players represent.
And at this time, we'll step aside real quick. We'll stay here, but we're going to turn away for tonight's national anthem. We'll pause here for a second. Again, thank you to all those men and women who are serving in our military for the Wounded Warrior Project tonight. But getting now back into the game in our pregame show, a lot on the line here between these two teams. Of course, looking at our standings coming up here, CalU currently tied for 3rd in the PSAC West with Edinboro. And, of course, we're not playing Edinboro tonight, but we are playing them on Saturday. And Edinboro, we're touching them a little bit here. They've been one of those teams that not necessarily have been the greatest team, but they're able to beat the teams that they need to in the West to be where they are in that standings.
Yeah, Edinboro, just one of those tough teams, tough environment up there in Erie, as they're taking on, I believe that is Clarion tonight, so Clarion going to look for the upset, but, something that they just need to focus on going forward. First IUP, but then they got Edinboro right back at them again.
Of course they do, and we're looking forward to seeing them on Saturday as well. But CalU coming into a big one here versus IUP, looking to take on that first overall PSAC West seed. When you're playing a number 1 seed in the PSAC or in any conference, you're up against that number 1 seed team. Is there any nervousness coming into the game, whether you're the coach or the players coming in to play a team that's so highly ranked?
I think there's always a little bit of a nervousness, but these teams met before already at IUP. They have a good history against each other, so, I think it's more of just it's another game, but it's against a top team that Calu's going to look to take down.
Of course they are, and it'd be a big win tonight if Calu can take it down. IUP coming into this one not only first in the PSAC West, but also ranked number 4 in the nation in Division II women's basketball, and that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, something to be proud of. Calu up there towards the beginning of the season, as well as they took down Virginia Union there in that impressive 6-0 start to start the season. But IUP really just keeping everything together, only one loss on the season, so, and 16-0 in conference play, so playing strong. I mean, there's not much you can say about it.
Not at all. We're looking for the starters that are coming out right now for the Crimson Hawks. Courtney Alexander making her start tonight as a redshirt junior at the guard. Justina Mascaro as a junior guard as well. Mara Deanna as a redshirt junior. Lexi Griggs as a senior, and Natalie Myers a senior as well. So not a whole lot of young ones starting. A lot of juniors and seniors coming into this one to start for IUP.
Yeah, not a lot of young ones, but seniors are really looking toward Natalie Myers and Courtney Alexander, the junior, and those two, as I said earlier, ranking 1 and 2 in the 3-point percentage this season. So, kind of lead off those two, and if you have two people that can shoot threes really well, should be set.
Of course you can, and Cal, you can definitely get the ball up there from outside the three-point line too, if they can. Of course, they got to get those opportunities outside to get those shots up, and sometimes they struggle with that with the tough defenses. So, being able to clear the way for that and get those out there are going to be crucial for the Vulcans. We look at their starters as well. Basically what you've seen the past couple games with the absence of Monica Burns. You've seen the same thing. Bianca Jasper, Hallie Harrington, Shauna Harrison, Lauren Bennett, and Breonna Allen making your starts tonight for the Vulcans.
Yeah, key players. Really going to look for a big game from some other players like Hallie Harrington, Bianca Jasper, and Hallie Harrington, that freshman, but Bianca Jasper has played IUP plenty of times, know what they're all about, and just looking to get off to a fast start here.
Indeed they are. Like I said, look at that last matchup between these two. Back on January 18th, IUP was ranked 8th in the nation at that point. It was a loss 76-61 up there in IUP. Calu, of course, looking to rebound on this game. However, IUP ranked a little bit higher. We'll see what they can do here. We're looking forward to a great night. A lot of fans present tonight. I'm sure even more will be out as the night continues. There's some evening classes that go on tonight on Wednesdays, so some of those fans will be out here later tonight, and those students here at Cal. But we're looking forward to seeing a nice showing here for tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, some students out, I know a little bit of weather just took place, so maybe a little bit slower traffic, but I'm sure as the night goes on, crowd will get larger, and this place will be rocking throughout the rest of the evening.
Oh yeah, we got some snow in play tonight. We're down here at Calu. It's a nice night to come out and watch basketball. Not a whole lot of nothing to do. Got some snow, and it's time for tip-off. So here we go. IUP's gonna win this one, and we are underway tonight. It is Alexander now as she drives inside against Bennett, kicking out. Moving this one around, it's at the top of the key, looking for Myers. Myers on a step back, not going to get it. Move it outside to Mascaro. Mascaro one-on-one with Jasper, going to drive this one inside, has a double team on defense. Bounce it right back out for herself. Kick inside, a little bit of a mismatch there, and a travel called inside as the feed to Lexi Griggs is turned over.
Yeah, great defense there by Calu, able to shut down IUP early, and that's just what you need to do, multiple drives back-to-back, and just being able to shut them down.
Moving this ball around as a shot from out deep is no good, and this one rebounded off. Moving this one around now is Alexander up top. Alexander bounces this one back. It's Mascaro outside. Now a move inside for Griggs. Griggs kick out. Alexander back into Mascaro. Another feed gets around Allen, and a foul called inside. That was going to go against Breonna Allen.
Yeah, a little bit of a mismatch there for the Vulcans as they caught down as Lauren Bennett got beat. And IUP just going to take that one over and just work down in the paint as they normally do. It's either there or the three-point line, as we've seen all season long.
First shot up and coming for IUP, and that one is good for Mascaro. So the first points on the board tonight going to the Crimson Hawks. Second shot up and good as well. 2 quick shots from the free throw line and knocks them both down. It's 2-0. It's Harrington now. Harrington kicks across Jasper. Jasper looking around. Here's Bennett. Bennett just moving this around, going to step in and drive, and it's a travel call. She took 2 steps with that right foot and going to give this ball right back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, Crimson Hawks doing what they need to do here, being able to shut down Cal, because Cal can get heated from that three-point line. Usually you can't stop them, so early 2 stops back-to-back here.
Alexander now up top against Harrington, kicks this one outside. This one's a drive in and out of bounds, out of the hands of Mascaro. So back to the Vulcans.
Yeah, Mascaro, big part of this team as we've seen through the stats, through everything pretty much. So early possessions have been going to her, so if Cal can limit her, could be a big difference here.
I have to correct myself on the 2-point free throws. I was reading the wrong number. It is actually Mara Deanna who has the 2 free throws. As Hallie Harrington puts up a 3-point shot, is no good off the back of the rim. Pulled down on the board by Alexander going the other way. Alexander now a drive against Jasper. Going to get that little step back there. Not going to fool her. Pulling it outside for Griggs. And now bounced away almost out of the hands of Mascaro. Inside Myers. And a travel call is great defense there by Shauna Harris and made her take a step too early.
Yeah, Shauna Harrison, great defense, and that's why she's been back-to-back Defensive Players of the Week, really able to help out her team, be able to stop some key points that could go in for the Vulcans.
Yeah, big congratulations there to Shauna Harrison. As you mentioned there, Defensive Player of the Week for 2 weeks straight, so shout out to her. Shauna Harrison pops her first shot of the night. No good, pulled away offensively for a second, but then rebounded away by Myers. So the Crimson Hawks will take the board. Still 2-0 here. Just under 8 minutes, so only 2 minutes down here. Feed inside. This is looking for Deanna. Now kick out Griggs, taking it one-on-one against Jasper. No good, in and out. Jasper's going to go the other way. Jasper slows it down now, going to take it for herself. Allen's still up top to help her, and she will get the pass from Jasper. Now looking one-on-one, going to give it back to her to set up. Moving around the top of the key is Bennett. High point to Harrison. 3-point shot for Bennett. First points on the board, no good. Pulled away by Deanna for the moment. Still fighting for it. Throws it on the line out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to go
to IUP?
To IUP, yeah. I wasn't sure which way we were going for a second. I got lost.
You're all good. I was surprised that it touched a Cal player there. Didn't see it looked like touch at all.
A little questionable sometimes. Sometimes the vantage point not as great from up here from what they can see down there. So either way, IUP ball here as Alexander will take the point. Alexander now kicks across. Back to Alexander. Griggs going to drive this one against Harrington. A little size mismatch there as well. Alexander's going to get a travel. And that's the 4th travel now going against IUP. Just moving a little quickly with that ball.
Yeah, IUP really moving fast pace here, trying to get, Cal out of place. But Cal really sticking with them, making them cause errors here. And that's what you need to do if you're Cal. I mean, limiting IUP to shots is key.
Harrington's feed to Jasper now for the Vulcans. She's going to take this one to the rim, and a foul called late. Thought it was going to be a block for a second, but the whistle does come, and that'll send Bianca Jasper to the line.
Yeah, late foul there, but great drive there by Bianca Jasper, and a great blocking there by DJ Hahn, actually, to keep the defender away. Didn't catch a number just because jerseys are kind of hard to read for IUP.
Jasper's first free throw is up and good, so the first points on the board for the Vulcans.
Bianca Jasper, somebody you can rely on from the free throw line. 51 for 62 in the season.
Second shot is missed off the board, and Alexander will take it up. Moves this one around is Myers. Nellie Myers pulls up the jumper from the free throw line and knocks this one down with ease. 4-1.
Great move there by Myers, just work into the paint and just pretty much take a free throw right there for the 2 points.
Harrison to Harrington, now back to Harrington, makes a nice little step move, and drives it to Alexander. Nice poke there to pull that one away by Mascaro, and this one's going the other way.
Interesting move there by Mascaro, able to get that hand and didn't see how it became loose. Thought Harrington just lost it.
Nice pull up there for Alexander, pulled away by Hahn on the board. Deanna got a little too far inside. Hahn was able to bring it down. Harrington slows it up now and kicks it back to Bennett, who's going to really set this one up against Deanna. Now it's Hahn. Pulls a 3-point shot, no hesitation. No good, though, and pulled away. That would have tied the game. Either way, 4-1, going back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, Cal, you're really shooting away here early, trying to get something to fall, but just not much falling early.
Skip pass, stolen by Harrison. What a great read. That's her Defensive Player of the Week skills right there. Slows it up, takes the layup, no good. And she is feeling something with her knee there. She came down hard, stopping short on that one. That did not look good from up here.
It did not look good from up here, and it looks as though that the ref's going to call an injury. Time out there.
That was not good. She tried to stop up. She knew that defender was coming up behind her for the block, so she was going to slow up and pump fake. The knee just collapsed on her there. She tried to get that shot off, and it was easily, you could see why she missed with the pain.
Yeah, tough play there for Harrison.
So Alexander at the point, going to kick this one back up. Myers for a 3-point shot is no good as they resume play. Olivia Hudson checked in for the injured Shauna Harrison. Deanna inside. No good on the shot. No foul called either. It's a battle for the ball now on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up jump ball. Great defense and great reaction there by DJ Hahn going back to the Vulcans.
Yeah, and going back to that Shauna Harrison play, at the end of last season, she had a little bit of a knee problem too, so hopefully that's nothing acting up once again here towards closer to the end of this season as well, especially with how well she's been playing lately.
Bianca Jasper now at the point. Harrington had a cut there, but nothing open. Hudson's going to pop a three-point shot. No good. Pulled away. Rebounding by Fink. She was a new substitution into the game for the Crimson Hawks. We missed on the way in. Myers now has it. Myers stepping back against Bianca Jasper. Gives this one away. Outside Alexander for three. No good. Pulled away by Jasper. And this one's going to go back to the Vulcans. No scoring here. It's been a drought for both teams. Outside feed. Harrington from downtown. No good. And back to the Crimson Hawks for the moment. And a foul. This is going to go against Hahn, I believe.
Yeah, foul there on DJ Hahn, and Cal U so far 0 for 8. So, take a look at the tail of the tape here, TK.
Yeah, looking at this one. Points for 70 points for Cal U and 72.3 for the Vulcans. So pretty even there, but Nolan, the points against, a little bit different there as well.
Yeah, a little bit different. IEP really only letting up just over 52 points as Cal U's up near that 64 range. At the rate we're going in this game, may not get that far. Field goal percentage, IEP up at 47 while Cal U at 37. Three-pointers, IEP leading Cal 41-30. And for the free throw percentage, Cal U leading IUP there 79-74. So both teams really like to shoot the ball and score as many points as possible.
Of course, when you're putting up that many points on the board, it's a lot easier to get some leads on some teams. It's a lot easier to keep a game close if the other team's scoring a lot. There's a lot you got to bounce back and forth between your points, your rebounds, your steals. Everything comes into play when you're facing a good team like either Cal U or IUP. This is one of the best, two of the best teams in the PSAC West battling here.
Yeah, two of the best. I mean, for IUP, Natalie Myers averages 7.7 rebounds per game, while Shauna Harrison, they're at 5.9. So you can see how much both of these players mean to their teams.
Meanwhile, still 4-1. The last time we had scoring
was a while ago.
I'm trying to look. Was at the 6:42 mark. Feed outside now, Mascaro against Hahn. Nice little backdrop there for her on the backside. Layup is too hard. Olivia Hudson came crashing into her on the board, but either way able to pull it down. So still no more points yet as the drought continues for both squads. Jasper now gives it to Bennett, kicks across Harrington. Harrington off the skip pass, trying to feed to the high point for Hahn. Turns around, looking for the jumper. She's going to pull it. No good off the right side. Pulled away by Griggs. Almost trips up Harrington in the process, but Alexander takes the other way on a skip now. Looking up across for Fink. Hook shot no good, going the other way. And now it's Harrington. This is a quick play going back and forth here, Nolan.
Yeah, quick play, only 3 minutes, just 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this first quarter already, just back and forth, and it's 4-1.
Here's Jasper outside now, trying to get some points on the board for the Vulcans. Going to kick out Hahn. Going to pop the shot. No good there off the further end. Pulled away now by Myers. And now it's back to Fink now. Fink going to take this one up. Kicks across Mascaro on the drive. Inside wide open. And some points on the board there. This one goes to Natalie Myers.
Yeah, Natalie Myers not going to miss down low, especially while being wide open. Cal U looking for something here. Haven't scored a point in quite a long time.
Here's Bianca Jasper. Kicks outside for Bennett. Bennett to Hudson. Harrington. Just moving this ball around the top of the key here. Nothing really going yet for the Vulcans. Outside shot for Olivia Hudson. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled away by Harrington. She has some nice eyes there down low to get that one back in her hands. Still moving this ball around the top as Jasper back to Hudson. Steps up, three-point shot. Olivia Hudson knocks it down. And more points on the board for the Vulcans. It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, Cal U before then 0 for 12, so Cal U finally making something fall here, and that may have been what they needed, that little spark, almost breaking the ice.
Here's Fink on the drive inside, kicks out right into the hands of Hahn, and it's going the other way in transition. Here's Jasper, going to go one-on-one with Myers, kicks it back out herself. Inside feed, wide open, DJ Hahn Nice cut there, and she knows what she's doing on that backdoor cut.
Yeah, great move there by Bianca Jasper, just working, brings it back, and then finds DJ Hahn right in the middle, and it's tied, and I think Cal U broke that ice.
That's exactly what they needed. Mascaro on the drive. Great defense. Kicks outside for Alexander. Three-point shot is no good. Pulled away. Jasper in transition now. It's 3-on-3. Jasper going one-on-one to the basket. Fouled on the way up, and that'll put her at the line.
Yeah, that was a great move there by Jasper, as I believe that was Mascaro once again, so her second here on the day already.
Substitutions in for both squads. Now looking at the players coming in. It's Maria Serra checking into the game for IUP. And Mara Deanna is back in as well. She took a little break.
And Jameer Jeffries came in for DJ Hahn there on the Cal side.
Yeah, missed
so
that for a second.
A little bit of a different look here.
First shot was good for Bianca Jasper. 7-6 now. Cal U takes the lead. Second shot good as well. So a 2-point lead now for the Vulcans.
Yeah, great shooting there by Bianca Jasper, and as I said earlier, very reliable at the line, so able to contribute those points.
This is outside for Alexander. Alexander drive against Jeffries. Tipped away, and Jasper's going to take this one. Transitional 3-on-1. Hudson can't corral it. Tips it back in, but out of bounds before she can get to it. Back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, it was a great move there by Jasper to try to find Hudson down the court, as I believe that is Amaya Woodyard coming in for Jasper. So Cal U throwing all sorts of curveballs here at IUP.
And Amaya Woodyard is definitely a player. When she can get going, she is definitely a crucial part to this team. Of course, she was not able to play for a while, but she's back in the lineup here and eligible to be used when she can. So she can be definitely a crucial part to this team that can get her going.
Yeah, Maya Woodyard, don't want to cut you off, but 18 points whenever they played IUP last time. She led the team, so maybe could get her sparked and get going again.
Meanwhile, on the backside was a travel call there. It's going to go back to the Vulcans. Hallie Harrington will bring it up now for Cal U. Woodyard calling plays at the 2 spot.
Now IUP already at 8 turnovers on the day, so not what they're looking for.
Maya Woodyard pops a shot from deep. Bank is no good, pulled away by Bennett. Back to Harrington offensively. Gives it back for Woodyard. She pulls it out herself. She was open for a minute but didn't do anything with it. Hudson going to take a drive to the rim. What a finish by Olivia Hudson for 2.
Great move there by Olivia Hudson, working down low against an IUP defense, and Cal U up to a 4-point lead here now, 10-6.
Here is Myers now on a drive against Bennett. She steps back, moves this one across. Alexander kicks out. Myers, 3-point shot, no good. Pulled away, tipped, and back now into the hands of Woodyard.
You know, the way Maya Woodyard plays is just a nice and calm style, and it just really slows down the pace a little bit for what Cal U needs.
Here's Amaya Woodyard now, ending out the last 20-some seconds here of the first quarter. Shot clock still in play. There's 10 on it, so they do have to take a shot. Bennett now gives it back Hudson. Hudson trying to clear some space. Back to Harrington. Pops a shot from downtown. No good. Pulled away by Deanna. This one gets outside now for Myers, and she will hold for the last shot here, trying to get something going. There is Cerro, going to try to drive, kicks out, shot, Deanna, no good, pulled down by Jeffries at the buzzer. So it'll be a 10-6 game at the end of the first, and low scoring here, Nolan.
Yeah, low scoring, would have to agree with you there, and be interesting to see what the second quarter brings.
Indeed it will. 10-6 your score, Cal U leads it. We'll return for the second quarter right after this on CUTV Sports 1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to CUTV Sports 1. Trevin Gattelis and Nolan Beislein with you here for tonight's matchup. It's the Cal Vulcans against the IUP Crimson Hawks, one of the biggest rivalries in the PSAC West here tonight. Cal U and IUP both started out this first quarter a little rough. Not a whole lot of points on the board here, and still not, but Cal U able to be leading this one 10-6 here, Nolan.
Yeah, Cal U started out rough, 0 for 12 start from field goal range, but now 3 for 16, as well as 1 for 10 from three-point line. So not good numbers, but numbers that have them in the lead.
Indeed it does. We resume play here with Cerro for IUP taking the point. Alexander now on the drive. She has a wide open lane. Shot from the free throw line is no good. Pulled away by Harrington, and she'll go the other way. A lot of missed shots. Seems like a little lid on the basket here for IUP right now.
Yeah, interesting from IUP missing this many. You know, every arena is different. Could be the crowd, could be the noise, could just be the backdrop. Everything's different, so.
Hudson on the drive, takes this one up herself, no good. Had some contact on the way up, but no foul. Crimson Hawks take it the other way. Here's Cerro. Outside looking for Griggs. Nothing going to happen there. Skip pass way across from Myers. Now dumped into the corner for Alexander. Alexander outside. Cerro move this one against Jameer Jeffries. A feed inside, trying to get the mismatch. Great defense over the back there by Harrington. Going the other way is Amaya Woodyard. And Harrington had that play read. She got right around the right side there to knock that ball down.
Yeah, that's that mentality of the freshman, really just learning from each game she plays, and you know, already playing against IUP, able to see what they do.
Woodyard now on a drive. Nice spin move. Gets a shot up, and she's fouled on the way. So a great move there to get the foul called is Amaya Woodyard.
Yeah, great move there by Woodyard, able to work in on Cerro, so calls the foul there, and once again to the free throw line. So Cal U working down low. I mean, not what I expected. I don't know about you. I expected more of threes and longer twos.
Well, we've seen a lot over the past couple games from Cal U. They're trying to pop the three, not necessarily able to get it going a lot of times. So they're trying some new things here to see what works. And so far they're getting it done here. As Amaya Woodyard knocking down that first free throw, extending the lead to 5. And she had to get rid of one of the beads in her hair there. So she's good to go now. Second shot coming. And that one is no good, off the rim. Pulled away offensively by Jeffries. Outside now Hudson. Kicking it back to Woodyard. Harrington thought about it. Pulls it down instead. Step back jumper. No good, off the hand of Deanna. So the Vulcans will retain possession on inbound.
And an interesting fact, before Woodyard missed that, she was 6 for 6 on the season. So perfect. Now 6 for 7, but
that's still a good percentage.
Still
better than I can do.
Still probably 90 something.
Outside feed, Harrington way out, but able to corral it herself. Bennett's going to take this one now against Alexander. Here's Bennett. Gets a nice little give and go there for Hudson. Here's Woodyard going to go against them at the shot clock ending. Nothing there. Trying to pull it down was Jeffries. She's going to go out of bounds back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, back to the Crimson Hawks there, but a great work by all the Vulcans. I mean, Jameer Jeffries really getting in there and digging for that ball, able to save it last time from that free throw, and just Cal U working the ball around, making IUP work for their defense.
Here is Cerro outside, looking now for Griggs. There's a ball moving this one around, back outside for Myers. Now it's Cerro again. Shot is up off the right side and just out of the hands of Woodyard. She couldn't corral it on the rebound, so the Crimson Hawks will keep it there on the inbound.
Yeah, Crimson Hawks get that one there, and a tough play there by Woodyard, just trying to keep it in and keep the clock running, so that one hits off her hands awkwardly and give IUP a fresh new shot clock here.
Cerro's inbound to Griggs is a little out of reach, comes down with it. Giving this one across now, looking for Fink. Fink kicks it out. Alexander pops the three. Another miss there, pulling it down offensively on the rebound, and the first points on the board for a while there goes to IUP. It's Griggs.
Yeah, Griggs working down low as she normally does, and that's a name that Cal U is going to need to limit here throughout this game. You know, a bigger body down low with height advantage really takes advantage in the paint.
DJ Hahn pops the three-point shot. Yes, DJ Hahn from downtown.
DJ Hahn, what else can you ask? Whenever you need a clutch three, usually she's there, and once again hits that three to extend the lead.
I love the vantage point from up here. You could just tell that shot was going in when she took it. Here's a steal as Amaya Woodyard. Does she have the speed to make it down the court? She'll take it, missed, but fouled on the way up.
Yeah, great play there by Woodyard, able to work down, draw the foul, and see if she can extend that free throw percentage as somebody that you can really rely on, as it looks as though Shauna Harrison will be coming back in, so that's great to see.
That is indeed good to see. She's a crucial part to this team for the Vulcans, and being able to see her come back in is definitely what you need.
Definitely what you need, and you know, hopefully if something is maybe wrong, at least this is a little bit of a test period out a little bit now.
Maya Woodyard now with her shot is good.
That shot did not look like it was going in from up here.
A little bit of a different vantage point to take it. Woodyard's second shot now up and coming, and it is good as well. So 2 for 2 from the line that time. Perfect.
Yeah, great play while Maya Woodyard was out there while Bianca Jasper took a little bit of a break as she went 5 points in that short little time. I believe she was only out there for about 5 minutes, so 5 minutes, 5 points. Not bad.
Point a minute.
Yeah, literally.
Mascaro now on the drive, trying to kick this one across. Here's Alexander. She's popped a lot of threes, not made one yet. Mascaro's going to shoot one, but she will make one. Outside three-pointer for IUP.
Mascaro found that open spot and just got over the hand of DJ Hahn as she was there. Now IUP trying to cut back in this lead.
Hahn's wide open for a three. It's missed, but a foul inside against Hudson. So go back to the Crimson Hawks.
I didn't catch what that one was there on Hudson, but that's her second now of the day already.
Yeah, loose ball foul inside around the red paint area going against Hudson. Just being a little too physical inside. Nice drive here from Sarah. Is going to skip past this one across. Outside shot. Mascaro thought about it. Wasn't open enough. Alexander does take it, though, and that's her first of the night. She's been shooting it. Finally get one to go.
Yeah, Alexander just shot it, made that three, and you can see why she's top of the PSAC for threes.
Hudson. Here's Jasper now. Feeds this outside for Harrison. Harrison back to Hudson. Trying to get this one around. Here's Harrington. Harrington looking inside. Jasper. That's a double coverage feed inside and out of bounds off the hand of Myers. Back to Cal U.
Yeah, back to Cal U there. It looked as though Myers was just trying to pretty much poke it there, as we would call it in hockey, towards her opponent, but not able to get a touch there.
Little crossover plays. We're talking some hockey. You guys did Cal Vulcan hockey on Saturday. Of course, the women couldn't come away with the win. They lost 5-0, but the men winning in overtime versus RMU, so I'm sure that was fun to call.
It was a fun time, and it's always good to call hockey whenever we can. It doesn't happen a lot.
Harrington's outside feed for Jasper. She pops a three-point shot at the shot clock ending as she knocks it down with authority.
Yeah, great shot there by Bianca Jasper. Didn't know she was going to be able to get it off. Drains the three, and Cal U really starting to heat up now.
Here's Sarah. 19-14 game here. About 5:40 to go in the first half. Second quarter to be exact. Mascaro now against Jasper. Hahn against Sarah. Sarah tries to bring it in off of Jasper's hand and back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, great defense there between both Hahn and Jasper, and only leaving IUP with 6 seconds left here to get something.
Sarah, 5 on the shot clock. Against Allen, pops a shot and gets the shooter's roll off the front of the rim.
Almost looked like an alley-oop type thing, but I knew it wasn't an alley-oop as they were able to come through there once again.
Harrington kicks outside for Shauna Harrison. The knee looking okay for her. She's moving pretty well around the court. Jasper now one-on-one against Sarah. Popping a three-point shot is Harrington, and she answers back.
The Cal U 3 for 3 so far from the three-point line this second quarter alone. So really starting to shoot it well, and you can't complain if you're Cal. Looking like IUP, their top two shooters out here, except Cal with their whole team.
Mascaro against Harrington, going to drive this right in. A foul goes on Hallie Harrington. Got a hack on the arm on the way up.
Yeah, I believe that was Mascaro just working down, and just a different of a advantage there. As we'll take a look at the team leaders here for Cal U. As Monica Burns up there at the top, not playing right now, but 14 points on average. Shauna Harrison at 5.9 rebounds. Bianca Jasper up at 109 assists. Jasper with 47 steals and with the most minutes at 31. So you can see how much Bianca Jasper means as we look at the IUP stats. Mascaro up there at 14 points per game. Myers at 7.7 rebounds. Griggs with 55 assists, 30 steals, and Myers once again at 33 minutes. So Myers and Briggs really contribute.
Of course, you got to have a couple standout players on each squad, no matter what they do. Yeah, every player can be versatile no matter where they are on the court, but to have a couple players stand out is definitely what every team needs in the PSAC.
And I messed that up. I meant to say Jasper and Myers. Jasper for Cal and Myers for IUP, leading their teams in minutes.
Gotcha.
That's where I was getting at, not Myers and Briggs. But I'm sure they're close.
I'm sure they are. They've been playing a lot in this game, both of them.
They have been.
Back into the game now. Shooting 2 free throws is Mascaro for IUP.
And that was Harrington's first foul there, so not bad for the amount of defense Cal's had to play.
First shot up and good. Second shot is good as well.
IUP trying to dig back into this lead, but anytime it seems as though they get close, Callie hits a big three, which is what Cal needs to continue to do here late.
Here's Jasper. Gets this one back to Hahn. Hahn looking around with it, gives it back to Jasper. Jasper to Harrison. Harrison pops a shot from deep, trying to bank it in, but no good. Rebound pulled away by Griggs. And now going back to IUP is Alexander. One-on-one against Harrington, trying to drive this in. Kicks it right back out for Sarah. Sarah now against Jasper one-on-one. Looking for Griggs. Inside feed, backdoor to Alexander's open and can't cash in. Second chance opportunity, she gets it. And the foul on Hallie Harrington.
Yeah, tough foul there on Harrington. The rebound came down. I don't think she realized it was going to come back down, as didn't catch a name there is what you said, but able to work down into the point as that was Alexander. Couldn't remember the name he said. Don't know why.
Alexander 2 shots now, first up and coming. And the shot's good. Actually, 1 shot, I'm sorry, because she made the basket. So 3-point play cashed in for a 1-point game.
1-point game once again, and CalU looking for something here to get back out in front.
Jasper against Griggs, trying to get this ball to a teammate. Gives it back to Bennett. Bennett now trying to drive. Outside is Hahn. Deep shot, no good. Pulled away by Allen for the moment. Saved by Jasper. Now Allen has it. Back to Harrison. Great save.
Yeah, great save there. Almost crashed into the band down there.
There's Jasper. Gets Harrison in a high point. 8 on the shot clock. Jasper against Sarah. What a move. Can she take it off the front of the rim? Just rolled off.
Just off the front of the rim, but a great move there by Jasper to try to get that one to fall.
Allen gives us a cross. Down inside here is Alexander. Beat out Sarah. Sarah stepping back, moving us on the cross. Shot from deep is Myers out the front of the rim. Allen pulls it away on no foul there on the little bump. Gonna go back to Allen, now to Jasper.
Interesting play. Thought that was going to be a foul there, but not according to the ref.
Hahn back to Jasper. Jasper setting up back to Bennett. Bennett's feed to Jasper. Inside looking for Hahn. Double coverage there and a foul going to be called. She was being highly covered there by the 2 defenders.
Yeah, great call out there by Jasper. Pretty much noticed the opposition there of Hahn and the height against her opponent, and they will draw the foul. So CalU gets a fresh new shot clock here to get something rolling with 2:42.
Shauna Harrison off the inbound will take the ball one-on-one against Myers. She'll kick this one outside for Bennett. Now back to Jasper. Here's Allen. Allen out to Harrison. 3-point shot for Harrison. No good. Pulled away and out of bounds. Going back to IUP. So fans not sure about that one. Coach Jeff Strom not happy about it. Thought it would be CalU ball.
Yeah, I thought IUP knocked that one out there once again. Second time now.
Yeah, it looked like it.
They need our instant replay. Johnny down there, courtside.
Courtside replay. Here's Mascaro on the drive, wide open, cashes in.
IUP back out to the lead here since they were up 4-1.
Here's Hahn. Bennett. Bennett steps back, gives it back to Hahn. Inside feed looking for Jasper, and she's tripped up out of bounds going back to CalU.
CalU get the ball back here as just trying to find something here. IUP really stepping up that defense almost as they were in the beginning of the game here.
Raja Fink checking back in for IUP as the inbound. Jasper's going to pop a three-point shot. Yes, Bianca Jasper from downtown.
And Bianca Jasper from downtown. We saw that one from up here, TK. It looked perfect from the start, and she's not missing that one.
And that's definitely a shot she's not used to taking. We haven't seen her take a lot of three-pointers this season so far. And the ones she has, some of them have been on target, some of them have not. So it's kind of a 50-50 ball for her, but she's knocked both of them down she's taken today.
And knock both of them down. That's what you need, especially against a rival like IUP. Need all the points you can get.
Griggs loses control of it. It's a battle for on the ground. Sarah outside as both crash down on her. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled away by Bennett now, and Jasper will take it the other way. Fast speed coming up the court here against Sarah. Steps it back, and she will pull it out and reset. Jasper to Hahn. Hahn back to Jasper. There's Jasper. Harrison stepping back, shot, no good. Pulled down by Allen. Allen on the rebound, and she puts it back in for two.
Yeah, great move there by Allen, able to get inside her defender, get the rebound, and put the one back up for two. So Caillou back out to the lead here.
4-point lead with 40 seconds to go in the half. Here is Griggs, and a foul called on Allen. She ran right into her.
Yeah, Allen just trying to use her body, and Griggs pretty much just used their force against her to draw that foul there. So 36.1. IUP looks as though they're going to try to draw something up here.
With 36 seconds as well. Yeah, like you said, there's still a shot clock in play, 20 seconds on that. To try to make a couple substitutions here. Michaela Lovelace has checked in for the first time for IUP. She kicks this one outside. Here is Griggs. Now back to Alexander. Stolen by Jasper. Great defensive read. She takes it, loses track of it for a second, feeds it inside. Harrison takes it right to the rim. Fouled on the way up. Great play there by the Vulcans.
I was about to say, great play there by Jasper, and the ball was kind of bouncing, was able to get that one, then finding Shauna Harrison pretty much coming plowing through the middle and able to draw the block there. So Caillou to the line here.
I thought for a second Harrison was going to try to throw that one down. She was rolling and down through the paint.
I'm sure if it was the men's game, we would have saw that.
Something. Harrison misses her first free throw. No shot clock in play anymore. Second shot for Harrison is good. So a 5-point lead with 27 seconds.
And Shauna Harrison able to get on the board, and maybe they'll be able to get her going here in the second half.
20 seconds on the clock, 5-point lead. IUP has no shot clock in place, so they will hold for the final shot of the half. Hoping to try to get one to take it into the locker room. 10 seconds now. Here can they make something happen. Here's Lovelace. On the drive, stepping back, throws it up, gets it to go. Time rolling. Here's Jasper. Gets this one up, throws it at the buzzer. No good. And that'll end out your half. So a 3-point game has been back and forth, 28-25, but a great way to be in the lead at halftime, Nolan.
Yeah, great way to be in the lead if you're Caillou, and just continuing to make sure that you play tight defense, I think, is what the Vulcans are going to look to do here for the second half.
And we'll see if they can continue what they've been doing here in the second half. As we'll step aside for halftime. Make sure to stick with us here for the Inside the PSAC. Right here, we'll be back for the second half in just a moment on the CUTV Sports 1.
Hello, welcome to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. I'm your host, Gary Smith. As the season winds to its last 6 games, it's time to look back and see what happened this past weekend in the PSAC. And this week we're going to start on the women's side of things. Let's take a look at the scores from this past Saturday in the PSAC women's side. As you can see, a full slate of action in the PSAC. East Stroudsburg, 1-point win over Millersville. You see Gannon getting a win at Seton Hill. And then a close one, Bloomsburg and Shepherd. Shepherd getting the 2-point win. Kutztown over Lockhaven by 9. Shippensburg over Mansfield by 11. Mercyhurst over Clarion by 7 on the quick math right there. UPJ upsetting Edinburgh. And then Slippery Rock losing to IUP. And after those results, let's take a look at where everything stands. First, in the PSAC West, the standings, you can see 2 teams have clinched playoff berths. IUP 16-0, 21-1 overall in the top 5 in the country. And Gannon have clinched. Behind them, Caillou and Edinburgh will be fighting tooth and nail for that 3rd spot. Remember, the 3rd and 4th place teams will host a first-round PSAC playoff game on that first Monday in March. And then Pitt Johnstown, Seton Hill, and Mercyhurst are all fighting for that last spot. Now looking over in the PSAC East, where there is a lot of things still to be decided. Shippensburg, the only team with a asterisk for the clinching of a PSAC playoff berth. They are 13-4 overall, 16-7. And then you see Shepherd, Kutztown, and East Stroudsburg, all with 11 wins. They'll be fighting for spots 2 through 4, and then Lock Haven, Bloom, and Westchester appears to be fighting out for that 6th place spot. Now let's take a look at the PSAC Athletes of the Week. We're going to start in the East. Once again, Ariel Jones from Shippensburg. She averaged 35.0 points per game in a 2-0 week for the Red Raiders. And then the East had co-defensive players of the week this week. Mia Leonard of Millersville, she had 8 blocks and 8 rebounds in 2 games last week. And then Sydney Clayton of Shepherd, she had 5 blocks, a steal, and 5 rebounds, all in a big game against Bloomsburg. Let's look at the PSAC West players of the week. In the West offense, Amber Rentz from Mercyhurst, she had 56 points and will be just shy of the 1,000-point plateau she enters play this week. 14 rebounds, 5 assists in a dominating 2-0 week for the Lakers. And the West Defensive Player of the Week, Calu's own Shauna Harrison. In 1 game, she got her 2nd consecutive double-double, 11 rebounds, 1 block, 5 steals, and a career-high 28 points at UPJ. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for this week. First for that actually is for Saturday, so we're going to look at Calu at Edinburgh. That'll be 1 o'clock. There we go. On Wednesday, February 8th, and I don't think I changed this graphic, so I'm going to have to go ahead and edit this, so I'm just going to say let's take a look at the schedule this week. First for this Wednesday, a couple big games highlighted by the big California and IUP game, and then moving on to this Saturday, another key West matchup as California goes to Edinburgh. They will play at 1 o'clock. Another couple games of note, Gannon at IUP. Mercyhurst and East Stroudsburg are off. But to keep track of everything going on in the PSAC, make sure to go to their website, psacsports.org, for all of the information. And for Calu stuff, make sure you follow us and like and subscribe to our YouTube page, CUTV Sports 1, to get live notifications on when we are live for games or when coaches' shows go on. Also, like and follow our Twitter at CUTV_PA, easy for me to say. And then also for live audio of games, make sure to listen to our sister station, 91.9 FM, WCAL. After the break, we're going to look at the men's side of action in the PSAC.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji!
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
And welcome back to this week's Inside the PSAC. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Smith. We just looked at the women's side of the conference. Now we're going to take a look at the men's side of the PSAC with 6 games left to go. Let's take a look at the scores and results from this past Saturday. A couple good ones and games of note. As you can see on the board, Gannon getting a win over Seton Hill 82-76. That was a close one. Shepherd over Blooms 85-74. And another game of note, UPJ over Edinboro 98-73. So that's going to shuffle up the deck. Let's take a look at the standings after this past weekend in the PSAC West. You can see 5 of the 6 teams have clinched in the PSAC West. So IUP and UPJ will have the inside track for 1 and 2. Then Mercer's, Cal U, and Gannon will be fighting for that 2 through 5 spot. And then looks like Slippery Rock, they have a 4-game lead over Seton Hill, so it looks like it's only a matter of days before the PSAC West playoff field is set. And if we go over in the PSAC East, things aren't as clear, as much like the women's side. Only Shippensburg has attained an asterisk as a clinched team. They have come on as of late. They are 15-2 in conference, a several-game lead over East Stroudsburg. And it's going to be East Stroudsburg, Westchester, and Millersville, and Kutztown all really fun. Even Lockhaven and Shepherd all fighting for that 3 through 6 spot. So make sure to pay attention to that if you're a basketball fan. This is the best time of year as we come down to the final couple weeks of the season. Now let's take a look at the PSAC Athletes of the Week. First on the eastern side, Christian Kelly of Lockhaven getting another league accolade. He had 24 and 26 points in 2 games for the Bald Eagles last week. And on the east defensive side, Lamar Talley of Shippensburg, he had 7 rebounds in a 2-0 week, but that doesn't really go into account. He shut down the leading scorer for Westchester in a key win for the Raiders of Shippensburg. Now let's look over at the PSAC West. 2 teammates, both getting accolades this week. First on offense, Josh Wise from Washington, PA, of UPJ. He had averaged 24.9 points a game in 2 UPJ wins. And on the West Defensive Player of the Week, John Paul Kromka, also of UPJ, had 16 defensive rebounds, 12 block shots, and 4 steals in a 2-0 week for the Mountain Cats. Now let's take a look at the schedule for this upcoming week in the PSAC. First, we have this Wednesday highlighted at the top, the big rivalry game, IUP at Cal U, 7:30 at the Convocation Center. Other games of note, UPJ and Slippery Rock. UPJ trying to maintain that 2nd spot, and Slippery Rock trying to solidify their final PSAC West playoff spot. And in the East, probably Westchester at Shepherd will be the other highlight game on February 12th. Now let's look at this weekend's games, and of course it'll look exactly the same as the women's schedule, but just the time's different. All the games will be at 3 o'clock. Cal U at Edinboro, that's always an entertaining game from Macomb Fieldhouse. And then another game to note probably in the East, once again, Westchester and Bloomsburg, and then Lockhaven at Shippensburg, and both Mercyhurst and East Stroudsburg are off. So that will do it for this week. Make sure to follow along on the PSAC website at psacsports.org for everything PSAC related, and follow us and like and subscribe to our CUTV1 sports page to make sure you get live updates and live notifications when our games are live, both home and on the road. We're the only school that goes on the home and away for both radio and TV. Also follow along our Twitter, CUTV_PA. We'll have updates of when those links are live and crew pictures and general shenanigans from the crew. And then if you want to listen to the audio of the game, make sure to check out 91.9 FM WCAL and make sure to follow along for all Cal stuff, standings, scores, rosters, stories. Matt Kiefer, Alex King, and Lee Swartzfeger doing a great job keeping up to date in Cal U sports information. So that's it for this week's Inside the PSAC. We'll return you to second half action right now, right here on CUTV Sports 1.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
Still talking to your friends?
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
CUTV Sports 1, where we're about ready for the second half of basketball here for the CalU women's. They lead at 28-25 over visiting IUP Crimson Hawks. We take a look at the halftime stats, Nolan.
Yeah, halftime stats, as you said, Cal up 28-25. CalU shooting 8 for 29 from the field goal range as IUP struggling as well, 9 for 25. CalU 3 for 18 as we saw them heat up there in the second quarter. IUP 2 for 9. CalU 7 for 10 from the free throws as IUP is a perfect 5 for 5. CalU 18 rebounds and IUP 21, but a big thing so far is IUP has 11 turnovers on the day as Cal is only at 4 turnovers, so something to keep an eye on the rest of the way.
And of course, it was a struggle for both teams kind of try to get the lid off the basket here coming into the start of the first quarter, beginning the half out. Is both teams kind of struggled. There was a lot of back and forth. It was only 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. Now 28-25. But, it's been a little bit of a different second quarter than the first, and hopefully CalU can maintain the momentum that they had coming out of this one to keep it going.
Yeah, it was weird at that beginning for Cal. 0 for 12 shooting for the field goal range, and they had 1 point. And it was 4-1 for probably 4 to 5 minutes straight. Just nobody can make a basket, so kind of ugly basketball to start. But CalU going to look for a hot start here to start this quarter again.
We're about ready to start this one off here. Trevor Gattelis, Nolan Beislein, your commentators, still on the call with you for this one. As Brianna Allen will inbound to Jasper to begin this third quarter of play and the start of the second half. Harrington gives it back to Jasper as they keep this one going. Jasper now moving this around. Here's Harrington now looking for the drive inside. She went out with 2 fouls in the first half. She's come back in now. Feed outside for Bennett is corralled, but barely, as Deanna was almost able to grab that one away. And now Jasper will take it for the Vulcans. Jasper to Harrison. Steps back on the shot. No good. Pulled down by Deanna. And given back to Sarah for the moment, but Jasper steals it back.
Yeah, great play there by Jasper, able to get the ball.
Harrington's shot. Floater is up and no good. Rebound pulled away again by Allen offensively. And this is going to be a jump ball tie-up going back to the Crimson Hawks.
And I called that really quick. Surprisingly, I thought Allen had clear possession of that one, but CalU really trying to get out to a fast start here as they shot 3 in a row right there, trying to get something to fall.
Yeah, she originally did have possession right away. Moving this ball around now. Here is Mascaro, and now moving out to Briggs. Mascaro again, moving this back to Cerro. Gets a shot up across, is no good. Off the shot from Mascaro, pulled away by Allen, and now Bennett will take it back. Bennett stops up, gives this one back to Hallie Harrington. Wide open, pulls up, takes the three-point jumper. Short, saved by Allen, back into the hands of Cerro for the Crimson Hawks, and going the other way.
Yeah, good chance there by Harrington, trying to make that one just a little bit short. And Cal, you're trying to take advantage here against this tough IUP team.
Myers now gives this over. And crash into and charge call. Great take there by Shauna Harrison. She went flying to the ground.
Yeah, didn't know which ref was going to call it there. They kind of looked at each other. I didn't see this bottom ref down here show the arm.
Sometimes a little questionable of a call. My cord keeps getting tangled up here, Nola.
Yeah, I'm wondering what you're doing. You've been
It's
like
just tangled.
fidgeting with it all night.
Yeah, keeps tangling up. I keep getting pulled across to the table.
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah, Jasper's feet inside for Harrison. Harrison now one-on-one, trying to make something happen. Gives it inside for Allen. Rips it away. Can she finish? Yes. Great athleticism and strength showing off the muscles for Allen.
Yeah, great move there by Allen just to work down low. And we always see her get those dirty points down there in the paint. And once again, she shows it off here early.
5-point lead here for the Vulcans. It's 30-25. Harrison gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. So great defense. IUP retains possession.
Yeah, great defense there by Harrington. She's able to poke that one out as it heads over towards Alex King and the SIDs.
Alex King and Matthew Kuiper always hooking us up with stats after every quarter, so we appreciate them and everything they do for us. Here's Mascaro now on the drive. Here's the feed. Hook shot good for Mascaro. And she adds more points to the total of IUP.
And Mascara, only 9 points, but it feels like we've called her name a lot more. Trying to get something going here in the second half.
Outside Jasper. And this one is going to go back to IUP on a travel.
And they actually didn't call a travel there. They called a foul there. I believe it was on Brianna Allen.
I'll be honest with you, I was looking at my computer. I didn't really see what happened.
Yeah,
I was assuming it was a travel.
No, they caught a foul there. Maybe a illegal pick or a legal, I can't think of the
Legal
word.
screen.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Sarah trying to step it through, kicks it way outside. Mascaro to tie it. Yes! Back to a tie game here at 30.
IUP ties this one up, and Cal looking for an answer here as Mascaro starting to heat up here.
There's Bennett. Now to Harrington. Trying to get more points on the board as she pops a shot of her own. Off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled away by Jasper. Kick outside. Harrison's wide open, and she makes it count.
Yeah, Shauna Harrison, if you leave her that wide open, she's most likely not missing. Drains that three, and Cal, you back out in the lead here.
Cerro now gives this one across to Deanna. Inside feed wide open for Griggs, and she made that look easy.
Yeah, Cal, you tried to bring that double team there, but not able to as they found the wide open space down low, as that was Myers. Or Griggs, actually.
Outside feed, Jasper has this one now. He's going to give it off to Harrington. Almost stolen away there by Mascaro for the moment. Jasper steps away. What a move! Can't cash in, though. Would have been great if she could have put that one down.
That would have been a great, as she pretty much pulled a step back there, had the defender moving and put that one up.
She moved way out of the way. She definitely got her to bite there on that fake. Here's Cerro. She's playing a lot of minutes now here. She wasn't one of the starters, but playing a lot of minutes here. Feed inside for Deanna. Can't finish. Jasper pulls the rebound away.
Cal, you playing tight defense once again as that one's just high of Harrison's hands.
She was looking for that nice feed inside, but to no avail. Couldn't get it inside. Couldn't get it there. It's a little high. DJ Hahn back in as well. Vulcans.
You know, it's great to see. You just noticed the whole football team looks as though they're coming out tonight to support the team as well for Cal. So should be starting to fill up, as you were saying earlier.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of students have that evening, a couple evening Wednesday classes, as we've heard from a lot of students. So they come out to support it as soon as the class is over. Cerro's drive inside, layup is no good. Harrington pulls it away. The Vulcans still up one with about 5 to go here in third. Jasper now trying to reset for the Vulcans. Here's Bianca Jasper. Harrison stepping back to Hahn. Harrison again. And now Jasper. Jasper trying to make something happen here. Shot clock winding down, 3 on it. What a take! Fouled on the way up.
Great take there by Jasper. Just kind of had to throw it up late, but drew the foul. And that's all you can ask of Bianca Jasper. Got that ball late and just threw it up for the foul.
Right now take a look at the PSAC West standings in this little timeout break here.
There's IUP up there at the top, 16-0 in the conference and 21-1 overall. Gannon right there behind him trying to catch him, 14-3. and 18-5 overall. Cal U, they're tied for third with Edinburgh with a record of 10-6 and 16-6. That conference play tied as Pitt Johnstown and Seton Hill trying to make their move as well, as that would round out the top 6 for the playoffs. So keeping it close here till the end, and then down there at the bottom, Mercyhurst, Slippery Rock, and Clarion.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
I mean,
a heated lineup for everything, man.
yeah, heated lineup, everything in these final last couple of games of the couple weeks here. I mean, we have about less than a month. I mean, about 2 to 3 weeks left, and then we'll be in the playoffs already.
Yeah, there's only 6 games remaining on the season. Of course, we'll look at those in a little bit, but 6 games remaining on the season.
Yeah,
and we're counting tonight, of course.
Right, 6 games remaining on the season, and only 2 home games left here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think already.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, we'll give you a look at those in a little bit here. But for now, coming out of the timeout, we're going to turn and play. It'll be 2 foul shots coming up for Bianca Jasper off the foul inside. And you know, if there's anyone you want with the ball in their hands at the end of a shot clock to try to get something going, you want it to be Bianca Jasper. She has such great ball skills when she has the ball to be able to work it inside.
Yeah, you want her down low, and as we said earlier, you know, great on that free throw percentage, just able to make most shots. So really looking for her as she drains another one, stepping up this game the rest of the way.
As you had mentioned there, first shot up and good for Jasper. Second shot now coming. And she will hit that one as well. So extend the lead there. Now up to a 3-point lead, is keeping it close the entire time. That's the games you like to watch, the ones that are real close, nail biter back and forth.
Yeah, and this great rivalry between Cal U and IUP, as they handed out shirts earlier that said friends don't let friends go to IUP for the Cal fans. So you can really see how much of a rivalry it is.
A lot of fans coming out tonight to support us. We appreciate that. And of course, the team appreciates that as well. Bianca Jasper going to get that foul there on the feed inside on Deanna. Mascaro will inbound it to Deanna and reset. And here's Alexander now for IUP. Mascaro going to feed this one right inside, and she took it to the body. Good for 2 points.
And Mascaro really stepping up here. You know, before this game, really averaged about 14 per game, but already at 12. So see how much she has to step up here.
There's Bianca Jasper now. She gets this one outside, pops a shot herself. No good, pulled down by Alexander. And this will go back to the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, Bianca Jasper taking that wide open shot. I mean, you can't complain, or why not take it? So she took it and tried to make that one come down.
Inside feed. Thought she was going to go for Alexander there for a second, but it's to Mascaro. Mascaro's fouled by Hahn. And Hahn thought she got all ball.
Yeah, I thought she got all ball as well. I'd have to agree with you there, as tries to plead her point to the ref, but they're not going to take that as Mascaro goes to the line here to try to take the lead.
Hudson checks in for Lauren Bennett. Shot is up and good for Mascaro. Second shot up and good as well. Gets the shooter's roll.
That one barely finds the back, but Mascaro leading her team here, getting them out into the lead once again.
Harrington kicks it back to Hudson. Hudson now to Harrison. Harrison to Jasper. Jasper to Harrington. Harrison again. Moving this ball around. I'm saying a lot of names in a short amount of time. Harrison moving this ball right inside. Take it to the rim. Shauna Harrison cashes in for 2.
Yeah, lots of names there back and forth. I was just trying to pay attention to who had the ball even, as Harrison put that one up for 2 to get her rolling here in the second half.
Alexander moves this ball around to Myers. Mascaro, who's been the top scorer so far tonight with 16 points for IUP. She's going to drive this one in. Tries to take it up again. No good. Pulled away. Myers steps it back out. Gives it across to Deanna. Inside, looking across, and a foul called. That one's going to go against Lovelace as she tries to get around it, around Cal U. They're trying to get that ball.
Yeah, trying to get around that ball there. That was Lovelace, but not able to. And a great defensive play there by Harrison, as always, back-to-back weeks. Defensive player for the PSAC, and you can see why, really stepping up here in these key moments.
3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Harrison has this one around. She's going to try. What a move! And she can't finish it, though. No foul called. As they said, IUP was straight up and down. But nice spin move there by Harrison to try to make something happen.
Yeah, crazy spin move there. As even Coach Strom, you don't always see her emotion, doesn't like that one.
Nice finish there by Deanna on the backside. So 2 points for IUP. They regain the lead by 1. So it's kind of a back and forth shootout here. There's 1 point lead back and forth.
The back and forth shootout, as he said, and that's what we always want to see.
Feed for Harrison, and she's fouled as she goes down. It looked like a receiver trying to catch a pass there in football. She got up there.
Yeah, it looked like a receiver there as Bianca Jasper pretty much threw it up there, and she had to almost use one hand to grab it. It would have been interesting to see if they would have been able to get the shot off from Hudson to see if she would have made it.
Jasper feed to Hudson. Jasper gets it right back. She pops it outside now, outside 3-point line, and we'll reset. Jasper gives it back to Hudson. Hudson to Harrison. Pops a 3-point shot. No good. Pulled away now by IUP, and it's going to be Lovelace bringing it up. Against Jasper one-on-one. Gives this one across down to Deanna. Deanna skipped past the Myers, and she's going to travel before she can get that ball around her. So going back to Cal U.
Yeah, you can see Coach Tom McConnell for IUP not happy at all as he was pleading in that ref's ear over there on the far side of the court for that travel. Again, another turnover here for IUP, up to 14 on the day.
There's Bianca Jasper. Once again for the Vulcans, 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Jasper trying to get around the defense, kicks it back to Harrington, and now Hudson will have the top of the key. Hallie Harrington now, giving this one over. She's got Jasper, gives it to Hudson. Hudson turns around, hook shot, no good. Pulled down by Deanna, and now Mascaro will bring this one up.
Yeah, once again, back and forth action here with not a lot of points. There were just about a minute left in this third.
Indeed a low-scoring affair here, only in the 30s in the third quarter. Here is Myers, swatted away by Harrison for a second, and Lovelace will regain it. 8 on the shot clock. She tries to drive against Jasper. 3-point shot for Alexander, no good. And so far, only making one of those tonight for Alexander. She has been cold. Feed inside for Deanna, out of bounds, so the Vulcans regain possession.
Yeah, way out of the reach there from Myers' pass, not able to get that one fall. So Cal U catches a break there. That IUP had a wide open player down low.
Here's a feed to Bianca Jasper now, as she'll bring this one up. Under a minute to go in the third. Here's Harrington, back to Hahn. Pops a deep three. Yes, BJ Hahn from downtown.
And DJ Hahn draining threes, and Cal U bench is excited at the moment as they're back out in the lead here once again.
Up by 2, 37 seconds. Still a shot clock in play, so IUP cannot hold for the final shot. She's going to drive this, and is Mascaro, and she's so skilled with the ball.
And Mascaro almost reminds me of, I believe it's Hinderleiter from Slippery Rock, just kind of goes all over the court and makes everything. And that's what we're seeing at the moment.
Indeed, you are right. She does remind me of her. Mascaro playing outstanding ball at 18 points, definitely leading this IUP team. They're tied at 40 with 9 seconds now. Cal, you going to hold for the final shot of the third. Harrison kicks out Hahn. Hahn going to drive this and throws it up and fouled.
Great work there by Hahn. Pretty much threw it up. Didn't have much of an option there and gets fouled. So able to try to take the lead here going into the fourth quarter.
There's DJ Hahn, her first shot up and good. That'll extend the lead. Gives it back to Cal U. It's 1 point lead in the bonus now are the Vulcans, with 2 seconds on the clock. Hahn cashes in on her free throw. Perfect on that attempt. Inbound to Lovelace, and she will be closed in on to end out the third quarter of play. So a 2 point lead. Cal U able to keep the lead going into the end of the third. We have one final quarter of play, and we'll see who comes out on top in this heated rivalry. 42-40, Cal U leads. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in a moment on CUTV Sports 1.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. It's Cal U women's basketball here at the Convocation Center at Cal U. Return. We're getting ready for the fourth quarter here. Take a look at the Cal U upcoming schedule. Is look at Edinburgh on Saturday away. Seton Hill back at home next Wednesday, a week from today. Then we go 2 on the road at Clarion on February 22nd and Mercyhurst on the 26th. And back home versus Gannon for Senior Day on the 29th.
Yeah, shortening out the schedule here late. Cal U going to look for some key wins the rest of the way.
Of course, the remainder of that schedule will be live right here on CUTV Sports 1 and on Vulcan Sports Radio Network. So you can catch all the games here. Hahn on the feed, can't get it to go. And that one's bounced away. So if you check, like I said, with the schedule, if you have a chance to come out and see Cal U basketball, if you can't make it tonight, 2 more home games next Wednesday and then Senior Day on the 29th, leap year day, February 29th. Might I add.
And if you can't come here, come on the road.
Exactly. Mascaro misses a shot there. Hudson pulls this away. Back to the Vulcans here in the final quarter of play. Hallie Harrington and the Vulcans lead by 2. Here's Jasper. Jasper back to Harrington. Harrington kicks over Jasper once more. Hudson. Inside for Harrison at the top of the key. Hudson on the drive. Layup no good. Pulled down by Deanna. And this goes back to IUP.
IUP gets the ball back and trying to stop Cal as much as possible here as Cal really been driving as of late.
Here's Mascaro. Steps into it. Does not get it. Outside feed now for Griggs.
Yeah, it looked as though she was going to take that 3, but didn't have the angle.
Step back jumper, no good. Pulled down, and Lovelace will get the offensive board. Coach Jess Strom not happy about it. Wanted her team to be there.
Yeah, interesting rebound. Usually Cal's all over that, but that time almost looked as though they didn't know that one was going to catch the rim short.
Deanna now has this one against Hahn. Shoots it. And gets the lucky bounce. Wow.
Gets the lucky bounce there, and that's just the magic that the Crimson, I guess, is providing at the moment.
Here's DJ Hahn as IUP was able to tie it back up there. Hahn pulls a shot from deep, knocks it down, and Hahn knows what shot to take where the Vulcans need some points.
Yeah, Hahn up to 13 points, leading the team here, and 3 for 5 from the three-point line, so really heating up here late.
Lovelace now against Jasper, stolen by Hudson, and she's on the breakaway. Can she finish at the rim? Yes, and fouled hard on the way up. So a 3-point play opportunity for Hudson, and that bench is fired up for Cal U.
Yeah, great play there by Hudson, working down deep, throwing that one up, and able to get that one fall. So Cal U trying to extend the lead to 6 here.
Extending the lead now, 5 points. We'll see if Hudson can make it 6, and she will. Great play by Hudson there, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, great play there by Hudson, and that's all you can ask from the freshman. I mean, from the steal to getting the 2 points to the and 1, can't ask much more here.
Alexander's outside feed to Griggs, looking to shoot that one against Hahn. Going to hold on to it. Mascaro now has it. Against Hahn again, they switch defensively. Now back outside for Alexander against Harrison. Trying to step this one in, but bounces it back out. Back outside Mascaro. Pops a hook shot and gets it to go, and that's definitely her shot inside the paint.
Yeah, you can hear the Cal U bench in the background trying to mess up Mascaro there with the shot clock, but not able to.
Shot is short from Hudson and stolen away by Harrison. Back to Jasper. Gets it, feed inside Hudson again, and she can't get that to go, and that was definitely a miss. 3 players go crashing down with the Vulcans, and it's an in-transitional play here for IUP. Alexander's 3-point shot goes. No defense back on that play to stop it. And right just like that, IUP's right back in this one.
Yeah, Cal U tried to get the ball there and tried to be fancy with it. Hudson threw it up and not able to get that one fall, so IUP takes advantage, cuts it back to a 1-point game, and that's honestly probably why they're ranked number 4 right now.
Here's Harrison now, gives it back to Hudson. Pops the 3-point shot. Olivia Hudson can't get that one to go. Pulled down by Deanna on the rebound. And Alexander will take it the other way with 6.5 to go in this game.
6.5, really back and forth action here. And feels though soon the fans may start to get into this one. You know, lots more noises in the background now.
Deanna moves this out to Alexander. Alexander against Harrington. Inside feed. And a charge call on Deanna as she turned around right into Harrison.
Yeah, great move there by Harrison. Pretty much just showed up there right behind that IUP player, and they just drew the block there, or the charge, actually. So Cal U catches a break there.
Han trying to cool herself off there, a little warm, and they're going to call the timeout.
Yeah, Cal U taking that timeout there. As we'll take a look here at the PSA schedule here for tonight. Of course, IUP here at Cal U. Westchester at Shepherd, Ship at Millersville, Pitt Johnstown at Slippery Rock, which is one to keep an eye on. As, you know, these teams very close. And Edinburgh right there at Clarion. And, you know, Clarion down there at the bottom, but never means an upset. Seton Hill right there by Mercyhurst, and Slippery Rock down there at the bottom. So some key games going the rest of the way here, as, you know, Cal U taking on IUP tonight, and then have Edinburgh coming up, as Slippery Rock is beating Pitt Johnstown right now 47-32, as they're just about to get the fourth quarter underway. Gannon beating Mercyhurst 59-36.
There's some great games going on right now. So we'll take a look at one more with Edinburgh and Clarion. Just trying to get that one up here. Not getting the service going here, but trying to get it for 1 second here.
Well, I know last time you and me did a broadcast, we had to watch the Clarion game.
We did.
Because they didn't have live stats or something. They had a stretch, as Edinburgh was beating Clarion 61-45. So
And expected for an Edinburgh team that's hot.
that should be a great matchup on Saturday. I know I won't be able to make the trip, but I know
not joining us on Saturday.
I think you're going.
I am, of course. I have a Saturday off. I'm traveling with the team, of course. Why not?
It's an interesting one.
Absolutely.
Haven't heard you travel on a Saturday in a
while. It's been a while.
hot sec.
Oh, yeah.
But it's always good.
A little slower for me in the wintertime. I could use some extra stuff.
That's all good.
Bianca Jasper resumes play for the Vulcans. Gives it back to Shauna Harrison. 6 minutes on the clock. Han trying to drive it. Wow, what a take. No foul call. Deanna tries to throw it off of Han. And it retains Cal U ball as it goes off Deanna last.
Yeah, it looked as though Deanna threw that one off of Han, and Han kind of hit Han then, or hit Deanna back then, so kind of tic-tac-toe there.
Jasper moving this ball in. Wow, what a finish. She didn't think she was going to make that. She's showing the hands like, oh, okay, whatever, it works. She made it happen.
Yeah, just kind of threw that one up. It looked as though she was trying to almost draw a foul there. Gets that one to fall to the Vulcans and make it a 3-point lead now.
Lovelace feed inside for Deanna, just trying to move this ball around. Mascaro gets it now. She's going to go in against Han, trying to get this one up there. No good, off the hands of Jasper last, so it'll go back to IUP with 5.5 to go.
Yeah, and that was the first basket that I saw that Mascaro didn't make. Was really on a hot streak there. Almost every shot she took, she made, as she's 7 for 11 and 2 for 3 from three-point line and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So really playing stellar
Inbound
offense.
to Deanna. Sorry to cut you off there. It was just quick. Deanna
fine.
got it there. Tried to get it to Mascaro, but stolen away by Hallie Harrington. So great work. And Bianca Jasper now corrals for the Vulcans. Here is Harrison stepping back. Now back to Jasper. Back to Harrison again against... Wow, what a drive. Oh, she couldn't cash in at the rim. Just too hard in the layup. Going back now, Myers, three-point shot to tie it. Yes. You got to cash in on those easy layups.
Yeah, that one was tough layup. Just the ball did not want to go in the basket. I mean, she was wide open. Nothing wrong with it. Just the ball couldn't find the basket there. So
outside, Jasper tries to step in. She takes this one to the rim. Throws it up. No good. Pulls down her own rebound for the moment. Out of bounds, going back to IUP.
yeah, Jasper just trying to throw that one almost like the last basket she made, as IUP now takes the timeout.
And we take a set aside for a timeout. We'll be back for the remainder of 4:37 right after this on CTV Sports 1.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back to the CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network. Trevin Gonzalez, Nolan Beisline here with you for the 4:37 to go here in this heated rivalry between the Cal U Vulcans and the IUP Crimson Hawk. It's tied at 50, and this has been a tight-knit matchup all game long, Nolan.
Yeah, tight matchup all the way. It seems as though whenever Cal U gets out to a nice 6 to 8 point lead, IUP right back with a quick two threes in a row. Stay awake there, buddy.
Oh, I'm good.
Quick three, back to back, and then right back in it as we saw there. Cal got that big lead by 6, and IUP just answered back as going to look to take the lead here once again.
Lovelace for IUP gives it to Mascaro. She's been a hot hand with 20 points on the night for IUP. She now has it again against Hahn. Back outside, here's Myers, who just hit the three-pointer to tie the game up before the timeout. Now back to Alexander. She steps back, gives it to Myers, stolen by Harrington, and here's a drive against Alexander. She's just going to pop this one out and give it to Hudson. A lot of defense there to try to do it inside, so they're better off to pull it out.
A great play there by Harrington. Notice the matchup difference. Was able to get that one away from Myers.
Gives it back Harrison, three-point shot, no good. Pulled away by Deanna for the moment and now corralled by Alexander. Here is Lovelace, tied at 50, 3.5 to go. Back outside Alexander, gives it out to Mascaro. Mascaro, drive against Hahn. Trying to move this one inside, moves it back out around. Nothing there. Trying to get it off, gives it to Alexander finally. Going against Harrington, pops a shot off the front of the rim, pulled away by Jasper with some elevation there. Not the tallest girl on the court, but she's able to get up there.
And not tallest, but still able to get that rebound.
Wide open Hahn. She tries the hook shot, gets it to go, and that was a great feed from Jasper. Hahn was waving her arms in the middle saying, I'm open. Finally got it to her.
Yeah, great player. There by Hahn, just kind of throws it up, and at the moment she's got the hot hand as well, so it's pretty much Mascaro versus Hannah right now.
Lovelace's drive foul on the way in.
Well, I didn't see what they called there at first. Couldn't tell if it was a foul or not, as not related to the play, but down to her left, shirts are going crazy down here. At the moment, all the fans getting the free shirts.
Yeah, a lot of fans rolling in the bottom down there. I guess they're out there getting shirts and now coming in. But either way, Lovelace has 2 shots at the line, and she will miss on her first attempt.
I thought that one was going to catch the back, catch the front, and then come back in, but not the case there. But for the Vulcans, that's what you need right now.
Second shot, Lovelace is missed as well. Can't corral it. Harrington pulls it down, gives it back to Jasper. Harrington had to stop quick. She almost ran into Jasper.
Yeah, pretty much like skates sliding on ice. Had to do that quick stop as she pretty much ran into a brick wall right there.
I love the hockey references there, Nolan.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Jasper's feet outside for Harrington. Harrington kicks it back. Hahn pulls a shot from deep. Oh, wow! It's a toilet bowl roll. I'm gonna call it toilet bowl roll. What a roll, oh, man. 3 points for the Vulcans.
What a roll there by DJ Hahn. I didn't know what was gonna happen there. The toilet bowl roll is what you call it, and that's what we'll call it.
Mascaro on the drive now against Hudson. Kicks it out off the hands of Hahn. Stolen. Jasper's going to get it back. 2:20 to go. Vulcans on a little bit of a run here. Can they keep it going? Here's Jasper to slow it down.
Cal U really looking for something. As you can see, they're going to start to hold the ball more and more here. It looks as though as Jasper gets the play from Coach Strom.
Trying to get something going here. Jasper's going to give it to Harrington. And they're going to move this ball around here. Back to Jasper. Trying to get some pick and rolls here. Jasper's going to drive this into the rim. No good. Pulls it back. And blocked by Myers, so she's going to corral it for IUP with 1:50.
I tried to get that one to catch there, but not close enough, as that one almost went out of bounds as the Cal U bench thought it went out.
Lovelace on the drive. Shot is up and no good. Pulled away by Deanna. Can't get it to finish either. Hahn pulls it away. She gets it to Harrison. IUP was looking for a foul, but nothing there, so Jasper brings it up with 1.5.
And nothing there, and this one back and forth. Going to be down to the wire, TK.
Timeout called by the Vulcans. 1:25 to go, 55-50. With a timeout for the Vulcans, and Coach Jeff Strom, they're looking to draw something up here to keep doing what they're doing. They have a little bit of hot hand. They're playing solid defense against a strong IUP team. If you're Coach Jeff Strom, what's your mentality? You're talking to your team. What are you telling them to do right now?
I think if you're Coach Strom, you're making sure that you're keeping possession whenever you have it on an offensive side, not making, as they would call them, stupid passes almost, not giving up the ball and giving IUP any grade A chances. And then on the defensive side, just playing tight defense and make sure that every man's covered, which they've been doing really well here tonight, limiting them way below their range.
If you're IUP, you got to try and draw something up here to make a little run back. They've done it all game. When Cal U seems to get up ahead a little bit, IUP seems to try to climb it back. But Cal U has been making some stops, so we'll see who comes out on top here. It'll be Cal U ball, it'll be IUP ball, I believe, on inbound, correct? Or it'll be Cal U?
Be Cal U.
Cal U ball on inbound.
They took the timeout. Yep, took the timeout there.
I'm sorry.
Let's say Cal U's.
I lost track for a second where we were.
You're all good. Cal U's largest lead of the game was only 8, so not much, and IUP only had 5, so very close all game.
This has been indeed super, super close here.
Still can't really get over the toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl roll.
Toilet bowl roll.
That's a new one for
3.
the quote book. New one for the quote book. The toilet bowl roll. I mean, it swirled around there a couple times, then went out, hell on the rim, and then right back in.
It did.
That's what I'm talking about. The royal flush.
Call it that too.
I'm going to stick with the toilet bowl roll.
Yeah, we'll just keep it there and get back to action.
Jasper beats 2 defenders. Kicks this one out. Now a heavy press coming from IUP. Back to Jasper, just trying to kill some time here. Here's Jasper. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison. Harrison loses control of the ball. Mascaro's going to take this one up now. She gives us a cross, looking for Griggs. Block call against Hudson. And they were looking for the charge.
Yeah, I mean, looking for the charge there, of course, but, being able to at least send them to the foul line, that's better than 3 points every time, at least the possibility only of 2.
I believe it's only going to be an inbound, not in the bonus quite yet. So definitely a good foul to take there, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely a good foul, and Cal doesn't need to take any fouls to try to get back within it.
Alexander has this one out now, under a minute to go. Outside shot, Myers in and out. Hudson pulls it down, gives it back to Jasper. 54 seconds on the clock and counting. Jasper's moving this one up in double coverage. Can she make something happen? She beats the press, loses control of it for a second, holding on, and a jump ball called with 45 on the clock. Going back to IUP.
Once again, another interesting call there for the jump
refs,
ball.
yeah.
I mean, it seemed as though that she pulled pretty much one way and had control, and they called that as quick as she got that control. So, interesting calls here late.
Lovelace trying to get the feet inside for Alexander, and she can't finish at the rim. Pulled away by Hahn. Fight for it on the ground, and a foul called against Hahn.
Interesting call there in Hahn.
I'd have called a jump ball on that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
interesting call.
I think I would have called a jump ball too, because it kind of came down and they were both reaching for it.
Yeah, the way it's kind of been going with the jump ball calls, that was basically the same kind of call they just made against Jasper.
And then this Coach Strong's not happy. You can see her arguing at the moment as they're going to look for something here.
Gets it outside. Alexander's covered heavily. Tries to pull the jump shot. No good on that either. She's been cold. Hahn pulls down the rebound. Gets it back for Harrington. And now Jasper has it. Up 5. 25 seconds. Jasper beats the press to Harrison. Harrison beats it through. She's trying to get something. Kicks it way across Hahn. Hahn not going to take the shot. Kicks it way outside for Jasper. 14 seconds and a foul called on Lovelace. And this crowd is on their feet.
Yeah, this crowd is on their feet as Cal U looks as though that they're trying, something here late as Coach Shalm still drawing up plays here. Not over yet, 13.5.
It's never over when you're playing the number 4 team in the nation. You have to stay on your toes and keep playing your game until that final buzzer. Inbound, Harrington kicks it way outside for Jasper. Going to kill time, another foul called down to 12.3 as Lovelace will foul Jasper.
Yeah, another foul there, and honestly for IUP, that's just what you have to do. As Cal, you're going to look for something here and probably look toward Jasper once again.
Still not in the bonus yet with only 4 fouls. They got to inbound it again. Jasper gets it. No foul and escapes it. Now a foul called, 10.4. Another foul going against Lovelace, and I believe that will put Jasper at the line for 2 shots.
I believe that will send her to the line, and it's really where Cal U will be looking for those free throws, all the practice that you've done, making sure just that it's a clean shot and get us hopefully 2 points here.
Jasper's first shot, up and good. Second shot for Jasper, good as well. 7-point lead with 10 seconds. The Vulcans have made a run here versus IUP. Lovelace bringing this one up now. Using some time, a three-point shot. Myers can't cash in. Rebound, Griggs goes. And a timeout called. So 57-52, 0.8 seconds on the clock.
Interesting play there.
That's a 5-point game. I'm not sure it's possible to score 5 in 0.8 seconds.
Unless, you throw it up right away and just kind of that, but it's still a Cal-U ball. And I guess it wasn't actually a timeout here.
Inbound to Jasper, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Upset City here at the Convocation Center as the Cal-U women have just upset number 4 overall IUP Crimson Hawks and take down the number 1 team in the PSAC West.
Yeah, take down the number 1 team. Can't be any better than that if you're the Vulcans. Get to celebrate tonight, but right back to the focus against Saturday against a tough opponent of Edinboro. But if you're anybody else in the PSAC, that's what you wanted to see tonight. And Cal-U has something to say here.
The first loss in conference for the IUP Crimson Hawks. And what a game tonight from DJ Hahn and Bianca Jasper, riding the top of the point totals with 18 and 15 tonight as they come away with a big win here at home. Wow.
Yeah, big win at home, great playing all around, but really, my player of the game is going to DJ Hahn. Hit some clutch threes when the Cal-U needed it, and the toilet bowl effect was the dagger, my opinion.
The toilet bowl roll, as we talk about there, but anyway.
As we look at this upcoming schedule, make sure you tune in Saturday against at Edinboro, and then next week against Seton Hill here as we'll get towards the end of the season, but that's about it, TK.
Yeah, and that's going to about do it. We're going to wrap it up here. Men's game coming up in about 20 minutes, so be sure to tune back into CUTV Sports 1 for that feed. On behalf of myself, Trevor Gonzalez, and Nolan Beislein, a big win for the Cal-U women. We'll return with the men here in just a bit on CUTV Sports 1.